Hi, it's Grandpa, and I am going to be reading a story. And the story that I've picked for today is The Three Little Pigs. Okay, that's what we're going to read. Once there were three little pigs. They set out into the great big forest to look for a nice spot to build homes. And here they are, going out into the forest. There's three pigs. The first little pig gathered up straw to build his house. Swish, swash, swish. The second little pig gathered up sticks to build his house. Plickety, plackety, plick. And the third little pig gathered up bricks to build his house. Ploppity, cloppity, clop. So there's the three pigs. One with straw, one with sticks, and one with bricks. The first two pigs finished their houses in no time. They said to the third pig, "You're working too hard. Why don't you come and play?" But he kept right on building. Clink, clonk, plop, swack. There's the little pig with the bricks, making his house and working very hard. Finally, he was all finished, and he relaxed by a warm fire in his safe and strong house. So there's the pig resting by the fire in his safe house there. One day, a big bad wolf came to the straw house of the first little pig. He could smell a kettle of soup, and it made him very hungry. He said, little pig, let me in." But the first little pig replied, "Not by the hair of my chinny chin chin." So there's the big bad wolf coming to get the soup, and the little pig's not going to let him in. So the wolf said, "Then I'll huff, and I'll puff, and I'll blow your house in." And with a swoosh and with a whoosh, the straw house blew away. The first little pig jumped up and ran all the way to the second little pig's house. Boy, that straw house didn't hold up very well to that big bad wolf. The next day, the big bad wolf came to the house of the second little pig. He could smell a fresh loaf of bread baking in the oven. He said, little pig, let me in." And the little pig said, "Not by the hair of my chinny chin chin." And see, so the first and the second pig are in there now. So the wolf said, "Then I'll huff, and I'll puff, and I'll blow your house in." With a gust of air and a crack and a crash, the stick house fell to the ground. Both pigs jumped up and ran all the way to the third little pig's house. When the third little pig heard about the wolf, he was glad his brothers were safe. And he said, "You must be hungry. You must be tired. Sit down and have some pie." And the third little pig had a nice pie that he had been baking. The big bad wolf came to the third pig's house and smelled the pie. He said, little pig, let me in." "Not by the hair of my chinny chin chin," said the pig. So the big bad wolf said, "Then I'll huff, and I'll puff, and I'll blow your house in." He huffed, and he puffed, and he puffed, and he huffed, and he blew with all his might. But the brick house wouldn't fall down. So he gruffed, and he snuffed, and he blew and blew again, but the brick house just wouldn't fall. The wolf had never had this happen before. He sat down on an old log and he began to cry. The third little pig said, There, Mr. Wolf. You don't have to be so sad. You have a remarkable talent. You can use your talent for better things besides blowing down houses. I have an idea, said the third little pig. Listen! Outside the woods, they heard the sounds of children laughing and playing. It was the local fair, and everyone was going to the fair. So the three little pigs and the big bad wolf were on their way to the fair where they could hear, and this is the fair down here. The three little pigs and the big sad wolf all went down to the fair. Here's a wonderful way to use your talent, said the third little pig. With a huff and a puff, the wolf started to blow up balloons. And the wolf was blowing up colorful balloons at the fair. All the children came to see the fun sizes and the shapes. The wolf was happy and amazed to have so many new friends. He wasn't bad and he wasn't sad anymore. He was the big glad wolf. Big glad wolf, get it? Not bad wolf, not sad wolf, big glad wolf. And there he is blowing up colorful balloon shapes for all the kids at the fair. The big glad wolf. So, the first little pig sold straw baskets. The second little pig played the fiddle. And the third little pig sat peacefully under the shade of a big oak tree smiling. The end. And there's the big glad wolf blowing up balloons for the kids. So, the moral of the story is build upon a sure foundation and you won't have to worry about the problems that come. So I hope you liked my story. We'll get some others up for you real soon. Bye.
Bye.